Bernal,
Present.
Maria Bonneville,
Present.
Judy Chow, Leandra Clark Harvey. Oops, Leandra, I think you're muted.
Present.
Thank you. Anne-Marie Deliege, Isabel Daron,
Here.
Mark Fisher Colbury,
Here.
Elena Flowers,
Present.
David Higgins,
Here.
Vito Imbassiani,
Here.
Rich Lahara,
Present.
Chris Miaskowski,
Present.
Adriana Padilla,
Here.
Joe Panetta,
Here.
Marv Southard,
Here.
Carol Watson, Yael White,
Here.
Kevin Zhu.
And Scott, this is Anne-Marie, and I'm here.
Great, thank you, Anne-Marie. Excellent. We have a quorum of 15 members.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. So we're going to consider an application submitted in response to our clinical trial stage projects program announcement. And I am going to pass the microphone, so to speak, over to Dr. Haley Lamb for the presentation. Thank you, Haley.
Thank you, Chair Imbassiani. Give me a moment here to share my slides. All right, can folks see that? Thank you. So my pleasure this morning to present the Grants Working Group recommendations for the clinical program. As always, we begin with our mission, accelerating world-class science to deliver transformative regenerative medicine treatments in an equitable manner to a diverse California and world. The current clinical budget status is as follows. There was $76.7 million approved by the board for the remainder of the fiscal year. As of right now, 58.4 has been approved by this group, and today we have 4.7 million requested, and that would leave about just under 14 million remaining if approved. The clinical scoring system is a system of a 1, 2, 3. A 1 is a recommendation for funding. A 2 is a not fund at this time, but invites the applicant to resubmit with fixable changes. And the 3 is a do not recommend for funding, and the project cannot return for a few months. The scientific members of the working group score holistically a 1, 2, 3 based on the scientific review criteria, which are as follows. So does the project hold necessary significance and potential impact? So does it have overall value? Is it worth proceeding? Secondly, is the rationale sound? So does the body of data that they have gathered support moving forward? Is the project well planned designed? So are the activities and things that they plan to do with certain funding appropriate for the goal of the project? And is the project feasible? So do they have the people, team, leadership, and contractors and all the resources in place to execute the project in a timely way? The review panel is composed of 3 different types of folks. So we have up to 15 scientific grants working group members that provide a scientific evaluation on the disease area, regulatory, manufacturing, product development. They provide a scientific score on all the applications. We have our grants working group board members who provide a suggested scientific score and provide a patient perspective on the potential impact of the project. And we also have our ad hoc specialists that provide expertise that may not be covered by the standing panel, and they provide initial but not a final scientific score. So with that, I will, this doesn't include, sorry, there is one conflict on the group today, but I think you know who you are. All right, so on straight to the application. So for your consideration today is CLIN 17090, development of a novel intravitreal AAV gene therapy for the rare disease blue cone monochromacy. This is a gene therapy for the indication, and the applicant is seeking funding for IND approval in the amount of 4.691 million. And the applicant does not have required co-funding and is a California organization. A little bit of background about the project. So this is a rare inherited disease, essentially where there are mutations in the function in the red and green photoreceptors in the retina. And so This is usually diagnosed in infancy and impacts the quality of life of people with this condition, causing the low vision, photosensitivity, so sensitivity to light, and impaired color discrimination, and of course, also some uncontrolled eye movement is possible as well. The current treatments are symptomatic only, so sort of vision aids and sunglasses, that sort of thing. The proposed therapy is designed as a one-time injection into the eye and aims to essentially express a functional copy of the L-opsin gene in the photoreceptors and hopefully restore visual function. So this would be a functional improvement essentially for the patients that have this disease, as opposed to managing symptoms only. And the relevance to CIRM is this is a gene therapy product. CIRM does not currently have any translational or clinical awards addressing this indication, and the applicant has not received prior CIRM funding. So in summary, for your consideration today is CLIN 117090. This application received a unanimous recommendation for funding with 15 votes to a score of 1 from the scientific members of the grants working group, and the CIRM team concurs with this recommendation to fund the application for the amount listed here, just under 4.7 million. And I will hand it back to Chair Bassiani for discussion.
Thank you, Haley. I'm going to open the discussion on this grant application to board members. Starting off the discussion, I'm very happy. I know our portfolio is very rich with other diseases that affect the retina or the cornea, other parts of the eye. Haley mentions that this is the first time that we have considered funding something that looks at rods and cones that cause visual impairment. So I'm very happy to see that even though our portfolio is rich in eye-related diseases, that we continue to expand the unmet need. So any of board members want to make comments on the application? You have the same sheet. Yes. Can we start with a motion? The chair will entertain to accept the recommendation of the working group. Of the team.
So moved.
Second.
Marvin, thank you.
And the second is by Isabel Derome.
Was that Isabel? Isabel. Thank you,
Yes.
Isabel. Okay, floor is open to discussion. Who's wait? Oh, Joe Panetta?
Thanks, Vito. I can't find my little hand raise here, so I'm moving. Haley, thanks as usual for a fantastic presentation. Just a comment, first of all, that this is one of those things that I believe is a therapy that is a perfect opportunity, hopefully, for CIRM to really show its value if this works. It's a gene therapy. I know we've got a lot of vision-related therapies in development, but this is one of those things that strikes me that if this works, it's a real opportunity to say, we've made an impact. And I'm assuming that the prevalence of this in the population is not great, but that was my other question.
Yeah, the prevalence is worldwide is 1 in 100,000, and there's estimated about 3,000 folks identified with this in the United States.
Thanks.
Like no one wants to spare the rod to save the cone. We can. Thank you. Good. No further discussion from board members.
There is a hand raised on the
Yeah,
mode?
that's
For
for
public
public
comment?
comment.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I'm going to segue to public comment now. Will the individual who's calling in please identify themselves? And you have 3 minutes to address the board. Thank you.
And before you start, there is going to be a timer. We will mute you when your time starts. We'll start with the number ending in 9994. Your time begins now. Phone number 281-302-9994. You have the floor. You'll need to unmute.
Hello, my name is John Cabot, and I am the co-founder of Blue Gen Therapeutics Foundation and father of 3 children with BCM. So on behalf of our team, the many scientists who've worked to get here, and the countless families that will be impacted by this potential therapy, I want to thank you for all the diligence that was done on this program. So thank you.
And sir, is there any other member of the public who wants to speak?
Yes, we do have 2 other members of the public with their hands raised. The next phone number will be the 212-920-9834. You have the floor. If you could please unmute. All right, so phone number 212-292-0.
Yes.
Okay.
Hello. Hello, everyone. My name is Aaron Agella. I'm the PI on this Clean One grant. I'm the chief of retina at Children's Hospital Los Angeles in California here. And I want to really thank CERN for their enthusiastic support of this work. And I hope that this decision by CERN will represent a huge milestone for BCM patients, their families, and the entire retinal dystrophy community as we move this therapy further towards clinical trials. And as someone who is doing a lot of gene therapy work in California, both for FDA-approved Luxturna and other trials, I know that this would just be another wonderful milestone, just moving the field forward, and proud to have it based in California. So thank you all.
Thank you. And we have another member of the public wishing to speak.
All right, one more. Phone number 617-304-1691. If you could please unmute. So caller 617-304-1691. You do have the floor.
I'm sorry, this is Szilard Quiche, having trouble unmuting. Hopefully you can hear me. I am a co-founder of Blue Gene Therapeutics, have been in the gene therapy space for some time now, and I want to thank the voters of California and the CERN team for the support of this first-in-disease treatment that can now move closer to helping patients with this devastating disease. So thank you so much.
Thank you for your comment and your work. Any other members, Claudette?
No, there are no more hands raised.
Okay, there's no member of the public. Any final comments from board members? If not, Scott, I think we can call the roll.
And the motion is to fund application CLIN 1-17090. Dan Bernal.
Aye.
Leandra Clark Harvey.
Aye.
Anne-Marie Deliege.
Aye.
Isabel Daron.
Yes.
Mark Fisher Colbury.
Yes.
Elena Flowers.
Yes.
David Higgins.
Yes.
Vito Imbasciani.
Yes.
Rich Lahara.
Yes.
Chris Miaskowski.
Yes.
Adriana Padilla.
Yes.
Joe Panetta.
Yes.
Marv Sutter.
Yes.
Yael White.
Yes.
Are there any board members who joined that I have not called? No. Well, in that event, the motion carries unanimously.
Well, thank you very much. Thanks, Scott, for the vote. Thank you, Haley, for the presentation. Are there any comments from anyone on the ARS process?
Vito, I just wanted to make a comment. This was our last CLIN award under the current program announcement, and everything moving forward will be under our new strategic allocation framework. And so I think that's a really exciting thing to look forward to. So thanks to the team.
Great. Thank you, Maria. We reached a milestone. No comments on the process. Any member of the public want to say anything to the members of this committee, whether it's on the agenda today or not? And I see no hands up. Okay, so I want to thank the members of the board for participating in this meeting today. And we're going to adjourn and convene again in September. There is no ARS meeting in June. Okay, thank you.